I want to be a rich mum. You know?
Wow.
Nah, I just want to be a rich mum. You know? I want to have fun, do lazy shit, help people quietly, live life.
New episode out featuring Gabriel, Kizzy, and Wes. Hope you like this one. Next weekend, Winter of Love. Please grab tickets for that. Come support the boy. Come show love. That should be my last ticket party of the year. It's been a good year. We're grafting, grinding. I'm enjoying the support. And yeah, please also follow the Instagram page, innit? We started that on October the 30th. We just crossed 2,000 people on that page. Keep sharing the clips on that page, and yeah, just keep supporting and helping us grow. Thank you.
I'm a pussy-o. I avoid trouble. I get to live another day. I am a pussy-o.
You have to be a pussy-o.
Like, I don't want any problems. Someone horns me and the lights just turn green. I keep driving. Someone wants to walk in my way to barge me. I move out the way. I'm a pussy-o now. I want to live to live another day. There's too many tough men in the grave and in prison. I'm not interested. I'm not interested. I'm not a tough man. I'm not a tough man. I'm not interested. And also, I press charges. Like, so, I mean, the other day I was talking to Daps. Because Daps lives in America. And was talking about whether you should own a gun or not. Because in Atlanta, the rules when it comes to gun laws are very different. Like, you can actually just get a license, hold a gun, and whatever, no problem. And then I was talking about, just imagine you get into an argument or something. Dap said, yeah, I'll call the police. So what are we talking about beef for? Like, let's call the police. Like, why do we think about getting your friends involved in something, this and that? If you're a law-abiding citizen, call the feds. And if you're my brethren, I wouldn't want you to get in trouble.
Facts.
At this age now,
it's too much to lose.
Most of us are family men, or most of us we've got parents, we've got grandparents, people that we've got a fund for. You think someone gets me into a problem, and I'm really thinking about it, and I'm like, right, cheers, yeah, go get the burner. Then we're now camping outside a man's house, and then we can all do life. No, I'm calling the police. Hi, 999. Hi, is this Sergeant Augusto Olivio? Hi, he lives at 74. I'm calling the feds. Do anything to me, I'm calling the police. This whole idea that, you shouldn't do this because you're in a... No, you're going jail. You're going jail. I'm a pussy-o. I don't want any problems. I don't want any problems in life. I've got to the point now where I'm at peace. Anyone that's going to try and cause me any issues, I go into the police. I avoid problems. That's what's like, why would I call any of my boys? I'm a law-abiding citizen. I pay tax.
Man wants you to go and do TikTok raps in jail. Have you clocked here? When you look on TikTok, for you pages, loads of like jail raps. Have you clocked that?
That's not my page.
What I'm confused about though is that are you allowed to have phones in jail now or something?
Nah.
I'm confused. Has the laws changed?
Bro, it's gonna give you more time.
Brothers are doing concerts and they're live streaming. They're rap. Like, and you know what? I get it because I've had friends who have gone to prison, and I get that sometimes you have to find releases and escapism to make your time go easier. But bro, just ride your bang up.
The smart ones cover their faces though. Yeah.
Brothers are doing interviews from prison and becoming famous. They're internet famous. Like, you've gone to jail, and no disrespect, you're in jail because you wasn't a great criminal. You got caught. I don't understand this idea of where we herald man did a 10. Okay, no problem, but why your days because you've got caught. Like, it's not something we celebrate. I don't know what we're celebrating. Like, you didn't do it very well.
You know what's mad?
And it's only us lot that do this, you know.
The biggest song.
We're dickheads.
The biggest song out now on like socials from that drill rap scene is Mazza, and he's in jail at the moment. So that song was recorded in jail, and it's got loads of features. The moment it hit the internet, it done like 1 million views within like couple days.
I don't know, man. We're all hypocrites.
It's probably mad.
I'm gonna diss this music, and I was at Young Jeezy's concert this week.
Oh yeah, rapping like drug dealers.
Like I've ever sold drugs and plugged my bum with food. Like I was in there, hey, for motivation, hey. I was in the concert in my element, eyes closed,
No comment.
sipping on a gin and tonic. And then I'm gonna now diss these guys saying why they're doing interviews in prison when most of the music we listen to, the vibrations are so low. Like you listen to the chords, it's all grimy music. But I'm a hypocrite. But I press charges.
The madness was yesterday. I was watching TikTok. I saw someone put in a group as well, where the man was talking about how we go to the clubs to buy tables to listen to music about people killing people, and we're singing it at the top of our lungs all excited, but we hate people killing people. It's like how does it make sense that we basically enjoy class as devilish music, but we say we hate the activities, but when we hear it on tracks, it makes us happy.
We're just all hypocrites, man.
And I just had to think to myself, man, when I'm in my car, yeah, most of the tunes I listen to is about, man, like when it comes to rap, that's why I have to break it down with the R&B, because I realize when it comes to rap, it's someone shooting someone, like bare OTF shit. I listen to a lot of Dirk, a lot of Von, and you know their stuff is not, it's not educational. It's not though. It's not educational. It's not a thing that if I had youths, you think I'd ever play that in my car? Impossible.
I just don't understand where I know we always diss the youths and we diss them so much.
We're as bad as them.
We're just as bad as them. We're still in our 40s having unprotected sex with women we don't want to have kids with. We're just as bad as them. And we're dissing the 16-year-olds for getting pregnant. No, but we're just like, see our carnal nature. We're just as bad as the kids. We're doing as some of us still don't have financial literacy. Some of us still don't have discipline. Like, I know it was all banter, but one lady that I know, I'm not going to mention her name, I was talking about discipline on my Insta yesterday. And this girl said that, look, it's the 7th of December and I've already finished my advent calendar. She's eating all the chocolates. There's no discipline. Today's the 8th. You've eaten all 30 or 31 chocolates in the calendar.
Hey, when I saw that in your story, I was crying. Like, how the hell did you...
No discipline.
Yeah. What was that? What did you put down? The 5th? No. It was yesterday.
No, it was yesterday.
Yesterday, yeah, 7th. Yeah, 7th.
It's the 8th now, isn't it?
Yeah.
7 days in, you've eaten all 30 chocolates or 31 chocolates. And we're gonna then tell, someone's gonna go and tell their daughter or child, oh, only have one biscuit. One biscuit. Don't do too much. We're all villains.
That's gonna be on you know, January the 1st. Those are the people that New Year, New Me.
All villains, man. All villains.
By the 7th of January, they quit gym.
Yeah, all villains, man. And like, as much as I want these youths to do better, we're just as bad as them, man. Just as bad. Just as bad. We're just a 17-year-old for getting pregnant. We're impregnating girls at our age now we don't want to have kids with. What's the difference? What's the difference? Some of you have got uncles or nieces older than you. Think about that.
Yeah, it's mad still.
Like imagine this. You've got a daughter, yeah, and you've got a sister who's the same age as your daughter because your mum and dad just carried on and your dad just kind of had sex with a woman and got pregnant in his 50s, and now you've got an auntie who's younger than you. We're just all villains, man. You can sit here preaching all day long. We're all villains. All villains. So I don't even. As much as I like to talk, I can't be bothered. We're all just villains, man. Everyone's gonna do what's best for themselves. That's it. Everyone's gonna do, as long as it makes you happy and you can sleep at night without having to take weed, amphetamines, morphine, or anything like that. Fentanyl, Horlicks, or even Puswa.
It was Horlicks, not to you. Ain't that hot chocolate?
I don't know, man. The vibration is so low, man. And this whole little emergence of like praising people in jail, I just don't understand it, man. It's only us that does this. Or maybe I'm not in the other circles to see it happening. But I've got 1 or 2 white mates and I always ask them, what's your social media like? And what people don't realize is that we consume social media so much now that it's our TV. It's our magazines. So you can't say social media, oh, it's your social media. No, it's not. Back in the day, we would read magazines or books or watch TV. Or if you check your viewing time on your screen every day, it's probably about 8-9 hours.
Easy.
And how much of that is social media or YouTube or Instagram or Facebook? The majority of it is. So you can't just sit there and say social media is not everything. You're programmed by your social media with algorithms now. You're programmed. That's why you only see the same things over and over again. I've got like, I think 18,000 followers. I only interact with probably about 200 people. Where's the rest of you? I don't see them. And the funny thing is that they're on the gram.
Yeah.
Because there's certain times when somebody will share their story and I'm like, raw, you're on my gram still. You're being the social media is engineering things so that you only see certain things. The other day I found out, it was a while ago, that the TikTok that is in China, it's not the same TikTok we have here. Basically, it's all they see is educational stuff on their TikTok. See all this garbage that we have on our TikTok? They don't have that in China, apparently. They don't have it. We're being engineered. The vibrations are so low. You look at the programs, I call them programs, but the channels you follow on Insta. Generally speaking, the main channels that we have, and it's not everybody, but if you look at the main blog pages for, maybe call it for social light stuff, maybe the Shade Borough made you think. What else is there? You've got Shade Room. I'm Just Bait. Look at all of those things. Genuinely speaking, how much of the content is actually edifying you? That's actually positive. That actually encourages you or builds you up.
When you watch your positive news.
Yeah, I watch it too. I watch it too.
Follow that.
How many of those things that you're watching, you're consuming, is actually building you mentally? A lot of it is just debauchery, and you wonder why.
What people want though.
I know, but
Well,
and I'm a hypocrite too.
It's giving people what they want.
Even made you think. Says it though, like he will put sensible stuff, and it will get skipped past.
Yeah.
Then when he puts the stuff that's flagrant, in an instant, the views are high, the comment section's booming, so people can't complain that they want to see proper stuff that builds up their mind.
Well, I don't think we're too far away from something like the Hunger Games being a legit thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Look at Squid Games as well. That
Just-
could be fully.
yeah, just stuff like that.
The
But
harsh
like,
version could be fully legit.
because people have become so desensitized to like so many things.
Yeah.
I don't feel like we're not too far away from
Yeah.
something like that, man.
No, it's mad.
I'll be honest.
The times are in the crazy. It's like even where it goes back to what Gabe was saying about the algorithm. The man them was complaining the other day where like my algorithm is toast. My one is basketball, nyash, and gym.
Get that away, please. Put Nyash first.
No, it's toast.
Bruh,
It
his
is
explore page here.
it's fried.
It's just cheeks.
It's fried, bro.
So you're
Fried.
consuming
It looks like
horn bag.
it looks like BBO and South Africa
Oh,
combined. Like it's bad, bro. It's proper bad. Some days I'll be scrolling and I can't even click like.
But that's what you want, though.
But now I've destroyed everyone else's algorithm by sending it to their DMs, so that they're suffering as well. Like, you know how mad it is here that we're complaining about seeing Yash, because it starts to desensitize you. Especially, I'm a guy who likes bodies, innit? So when you're seeing it too much, it becomes nothing special. When someone you know that you're on sends you a picture,
Yeah. It never used to be like that.
it
though.
never used to be like that. Like before,
back in like the 30s,
bro.
it used to be one bad bee per village.
Bro, not even in the 30s. I'm talking 2002, 2003.
Very desensitized.
Bro, if a girl send you a picture like in 2003 to 2005 and she was in bikini,
You get excited.
you
could've
get
sent pictures back
excited.
then.
Huh?
Or could you?
Huh? No, the
And then-
early phones.
Even lingerie.
Lingerie.
Now.
You get excited.
I see it online.
I see it on the gram.
And the funny
saw
thing
it.
is,
Were they nudes in 2003?
yeah. I think when the Blackberries come out,
2006.
maybe not 2003 then, because
2006.
I think camera phones only kicked off properly with BlackBerry now.
06,
I thought it was like
07.
£7 to send like an image or something.
Yeah, things like BlackBerry.
on text message.
If you got a picture 06, 07
Yeah,
from a
them
girl
days, yeah. 07,
and she was in lingerie, bikini, underwear, bro, you was excited. You was like, ah, she's on, man. No, if she sends you that, you're just gonna
You can see it on Instagram.
scroll past like, yeah, that's nice.
Rachel's a low man.
You've seen it on Instagram
Yeah,
already.
see it on
Look at that
Instagram.
new ceiling challenge
Yeah.
where the girls are sticking their phone in the ceiling
Yeah, there
and
was
they're just
that.
going on the ground, shaking cheeks in their thongs and
What was that?
everything.
What was that other one? The red, was it the red light challenge?
Yeah,
Yeah.
showing the silhouette.
That one.
Yeah. Like,
I'm not
no.
complaining though. Man, do like somebody. I like looking sometimes. I'm not gonna say like I don't indulge. I indulge sometimes, small. But I just don't get excited anymore. Like back in the day, as Chiz was saying, a girl will send you a nude or send you something sexy. It's on her gram anyway.
Yeah.
And not all women, but it's on the gram already. Like it's on there. In the same way, that's your calling card, and for guys, their calling card is their money. So they'll put. So it's the double-edged sword. Guys will post their cars, their jewelry, as their mating call. Brrr. Brrr. Brrr.
Basically, that's how the BM and the bed sound.
That's it. That's the calling card.
Oh, you know another thing, yeah? Like, back in the day, if you had like a Astra, you was the man. Now you could have like a A-class.
No one cares.
No one cares, bro. It's mad.
Because everyone, the problem now with nice things. Now, when everyone can get nice things, they're no longer nice.
Yeah.
When people say, "Oh, why do you drive your car?" I say, no disrespect, but everybody's got a nice car. There's levels to nice cars, but everyone's got like a GLC or a GLA or an E-Class or a C-Class or a Q7, whatever the equivalent is. Everyone's got it now. It's not like there's 21-year-olds, like my mate's son, who is 17, 18. He went and bought those Dior's for £9. His son is 17, 18. And what's funny is that my mate said, if my son ever leaves these trainers here, it's gone. He can have wear his son's trainers. Like, let your son, let your son leave his trainers at home. He's wearing them. Like, you got 19-year-old boys, 18-year-old boys wearing £900 trainers. It's all like it's all messed up.
I said he's gonna pull up in all black cocoa. His son's kicks.
All messed up. But no, man, I just think a lot of the stuff that we moan about and complain about, it's just I don't know where we're going with this. It's finished, man. I don't know where we're going with this. It's bad. Rest in peace the other day. I can't remember the lady's name, but a lady got shot in the head in Hackney. And my thing is, I don't know the ins and outs, but back in the day when we had beef, whenever I remember having beef and seeing one of my ops, and it was with his mum. We both just walked past each other like, alright, when I see you again, innit? Like, obviously he hadn't taken a life of somebody I know, so maybe it would be different. Because I've never experienced a gang culture where I've lost a friend to gang culture. I've lost a friend to like where he's done something and someone's done him something, but it wasn't gang beef. But I don't know what it feels like when you've lost somebody to gang beef and then this person is taunting you. I don't know the difference between that, so I'm not going to sit here and act like if you see someone's mum with somebody, you shouldn't do something.
There was another clip the other day, the one in New York where he's hiding behind his mum.
Yeah.
And I was thinking to myself, you man have no morals, boy. I thought mums and kids were out the equation.
But once again, you've not lost somebody to gang beef where this person is coming on camera on YouTube and like bragging about it, and then you see that person is like, no, like we haven't had a life taken like that to understand what it feels like. That's why I don't like to speak on it, because it's not my world.
Yeah. Like
as I said, I only was in a gang to mark the register. I just came for attendance. Hi, I'm here. When it was time for the real beef, I went home. Like I knew when it was real beef, I said, guys, hey.
Man was just in the pictures.
I can see that long knife, this, not that. Hey, let me go home, please. I just came to mark register. Asking if the guys that were around me when it came to beef, Gabriel was there to mark register. Don't get me wrong, sometimes when the beef happened, I couldn't run in time. I was there. I couldn't get out quick enough. I couldn't make the excuse. So I was kind of alright with the beef, trust me, like man was there. I got the scars and the wounds to prove it, but when it like some of the guys in the gang were really had a screw loose. There's some of the man them, like when I said it before, when we would go and rob somebody, and I'm like, okay, you've taken his phone. Why are you beating him up? Like you're not alright. I'm like, bro, like you're hurting him.
Ethical robber, you know.
You know what I mean? Like, you're making you better.
Ethical robber.
Like, sometimes you see someone like, for instance, someone will rob someone's phone, and I'd be like, just give me your SIM card back, man. Like you give man his SIM card, and like it doesn't make it better. Police has got his SIM card. Do you know what I mean? Like he's got his SIM card. He's got his little data plan. Do you know what I mean? Like that was like my good deed for the day. I go home like, yeah, he got his SIM card back.
He can still talk to babes.
You know what I mean? In a mad, twisted way.
He backed up on the SIM card.
But then some of these brothers, like, they're not all right. Like you got beef with somebody, and then you're making a brother strip naked and filming it. Bro, you can't tell me you're not gay.
That's weird, bro.
And once again, there's nothing wrong with being gay, but you can't tell me you're making a boy do fruity stuff and tell me that, oh no, it's just to humiliate him. No, bro. You're standing there watching the next man jump up and down with his stronger, slapping his abs.
Did you see the one, the two white men in the bathroom?
Bro, there's humiliation in this.
Yeah, they went to do a robbery.
They
got bagged. Then man made them get naked in the bathroom, and yeah,
living out your fantasies.
It was viral on Twitter.
That's weird.
It's mad.
It's weird.
And once again, as I said, I've never been involved in gang culture like that, so I'm the wrong person to speak. And I've got friends who have, and every single person that I know that was involved in gangs, with any sense, said they hated it. They hated every single minute of it.
And what if someone that you lot, like the phone robbery thing, I was never involved in. What if someone that you lot robbed their phone, saw you now and you was just walking road and someone banged you in your face? I said, right, this is for like 2001.
I've seen all the people that I had fake beef with. I've seen most of them, and we're just funny things that you get old and it's just like, oh, we was kids. Yeah. But once again, I've not had a life taken, and none of my people have taken someone's life. So maybe I've not been like. There's levels to gang beef when people's doors are getting kicked off and like you're running in someone's house. Thank God I've not experienced that in my life. So maybe I'm not the right person to speak on it, because I don't know what that beef is like when someone lives a mile away from you and have taken your brethren's life. and then you're seeing him day in, day out, and what you're not gonna do. You think of most of us have lost a loved one in general. Now think about your brethren who you roll with that's gone. No, yeah, it's yeah. But I'll say that, you know, stay on the pavement. It's safer than the road. You know, I like to walk on the sidewalk. Like it's a lot safer. I'm not involved. This whole idea of being a bad man, being whatever, like, it doesn't pay you. Like a lot of the brothers who I know that were doing road, they're now my age and they regret it because they've got nothing to show for it. Some of my boys are going back to education now at 35, 36. They're going back to school because there's a limit to what this money is going to do for you. Because when you can't prove your income and you're living that fast life, especially when you're on the road, money comes in, money goes out. Money comes in, money goes out. And I always say, I said in another video before, when you're moving big bits, if you're moving boxes, and let's say you're moving boxes of white, and that box of white is, say, let's call it 30 bags, and you're only making a bag profit of each box. You lose one box, you're 29 quid down. Like, people don't realise that game, like, it's not easy. They glamorise selling drugs and all of that, but mate, when you owe the plug money and he's sitting in your front room with your mum eating noodles, you come in, they're like, hi, oh hi, yeah, you've been dodging my calls, mate. Hey, seeing some bolognese with your mum.
Then that man goes and robs the next man, then steps on the food 32 times, tries to multiply it, then now he's got beef now, then that's how the cycle continues. Bro, it's mad. I'm glad that no one in my circle's on road. No one in my immediate circle, no one does road. Everyone's just kind of...
Do you feel like we talk about the same shit all the time?
No, in different versions. Maybe
I feel like we talk about the same shit all the time, you know. I was listening to some of the older podcasts and we talk about the same shit.
You know what it is, though?
In different versions.
It's a cycle that just...
Yeah, keeps on repeating.
It keeps repeating itself. And that's the thing with topics, that there isn't really much to discuss. And for me, I see this as an outlet for me. Whatever's going on in my head, or what's relevant happening right now, I just talk about it. Sometimes it might be money, sometimes it might be girls, sometimes it might be politics. And right now for me, all I'm seeing is these guys in prison being praised and being promoted and pushed. I just don't understand, and that's why I'm talking about it today. It's the road.
Do you think, right now, the way to be successful as a UK rapper is go jail first?
Yeah, you get
Not
think
just
that's
UK,
the formula?
not just UK, in general.
In general, you think that's the formula?
Because we praise jail. You got caught.
It's not just here though. America as well.
Yeah.
America as well.
But you got caught.
But it's marketing.
I don't understand it.
It's a marketing plan, isn't it?
Like, yeah, man did a 6. Like, I don't like. Once again, maybe I'm not in it, so I don't get it. But you've got caught. That's why you went to jail. You wasn't good at it. I don't get the herald and praising. Yeah, he's a real one. What's a real one? But we're messed. Our culture is finished. You look at, like, and once again, as much as we say rap music isn't everything in this world, it's what you consume. If all that you take in is garbage, what's going to be inside you is garbage.
So let's say you was in prison though, and you had the opportunity to do one of these prison freestyles. And let's say you was actually good. Would you not do it?
As in knowing that I can get more time for just putting my face out there.
Or you can be, I don't know, come out and do well.
I know we're in a different era now, so I should talk about my mates who've gone to prison. But all they wanted to do was just ride their bang up and get out. Just wanted to like, it wasn't like a trophy. None of my boys that I know that are even out there on podcasts ever discuss going to prison. It's a shame to them.
Yeah, most of my childhood friends that I grew up with that went jail, you never know they went jail.
It's a shame.
Because they don't talk about it at all.
Like, it's a shame, but
Yeah.
like, and once again, rap isn't all of our culture, but it's like almost like every rapper wants to say, I went to prison. It's not.
But again,
where's the shame? It should be a shame.
It's what the listeners care about.
But it shouldn't be a trophy or a badge of honor.
But it's what the listeners care about. It's more.
It's weird.
It's exciting. Trauma is glamorized. Trauma's worth money, but it's worth money because it's an experience that other people don't have.
Like,
So it's not a commodity. It's not like you were saying earlier about like how when everyone has the same car, it's not valuable. Familiarity breeds contempt. I don't want to hear about you going to Sainsbury's. I go to Sainsbury's.
But this is the problem. I was saying to my friend yesterday, we need to bring shame back. People don't have shame anymore. Like, you've got a brother who's sitting down in front of a mattress with no sheets in it, telling women that if I spend £30 on Uber Eats,
30 big boys.
yeah, that you're not leaving the room. And as much as you want to call it banter, I'm
That
trolling.
was
Like,
crazy.
don't you have shame?
That
Like,
was crazy.
Where is shame gone?
These are ours, man. That's crazy.
Where's shame gone?
You know what's mad, yeah?
There's no shame.
Like the moment I saw the title of that video, yeah, I listened to like 5 seconds and locked it. I ain't even heard the full video, because within 5 seconds I was like, yeah, this ain't for me
Nah,
still.
you need to watch it.
Need to
little
bring
man.
shame back.
I don't
funny,
think I
man.
need to watch it. I was like,
It's
this
funny,
ain't for me
man.
still, man.
But is it funny?
It's funny that there's man out there that like believe that's an always carry on.
And the thing about it though is that, once again, you're going to say we're recycling topics. Just that when the last time I was on the podcast, we talked about consent.
Yeah.
Once again, it's
Yeah.
discussing consent.
Yeah.
Like entitlement. Just because you spent some money on a woman, you're now thinking entitled to her body. And the funny thing about it is that, don't get it twisted. A lot of people were talking about, oh, £30, only with £30. Why are we discussing the amount? Even if it's £300, £400, what difference does it make? What, because I spent a bag, I can lock her in a room now and expect sex? People was like, oh, only £30, only £30. Okay, let's call it 300 now. Is that okay to lock the room? £500, is it okay to lock the room? The reality is that some men in general, once they've spent money, feel entitled to you. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend that there isn't a small part of me that when, for instance, when I've gone on a date and I spent 3 bills or 2 bills and she says, oh, I'm just going to go home now. I'm like, I'm not going to pretend.
Dragon Ball Z voice.
I'm not going to pretend. Sometimes you're like, raw, what? You're not going to come and just chill out the yard for a little bit. Just kind of just sleep. But I'm not going to pretend. But you don't come and start talking about locking doors and you got to. That's a madness. But no brother who's watching this can ever sit here and say he's not spent peas on a date or something and not thought, raw, like what? You're not coming back to the yard, babe. Then she says no and you're not steaming in your head. But you steam in your head.
It was, when did you last see the free will date?
I don't even know where I go to spend £300.
No, I've done like 270 before.
Yeah,
260.
you have.
Yeah. I've done like a little West End thing and
Yeah, you
and
was
I tried to take the service charge off. The manager came and was like, hi, was everything okay with your meal? I said, yes. How was the service? Yes, it was great. Okay, so why do you want to take the service charge off? I said,
You got no more money.
I said that extra 10% is like 30 quid, like, I mean,
I don't be washing dishes for
you know. But let's not pretend. Like sometimes as guys, we do have entitlement, and the same as some women have entitlement, thinking that if you have sex with them, that you should be in love or have a relationship. We both value things different. Some guys value their money.
Bro, the other day, yeah,
You know?
man went to 12 drinks, and I don't know what it was. Maybe it was the oud, maybe it was a trim he gave me that day, kids. You know, the trim was winning that day. But
Would you rent that?
huh? No. So I don't know what it was that day. Man was getting moved to, but one of the girls who sent a brethren to come and chat to me, when she's told me, when she's told me raw. This guy, she's told me raw.
40k followers, cheese.
Get out of here. She said, she put in, my friend likes you. And you know, like there's some days, yeah, you go out and you're just so happy.
Yeah.
I've gone out, I'm happy, I'm dancing around. Hey, Sly Sterling, I fucking hate you, you know. This guy said that I was whining to fucking, to pow. But, get out here. So I was living my best life that day. Like, imagine it, you thought I was drinking. I was having so much fun. Then the girls come and said, rah, this one's come and said, rah, Bridget, lights, man. And I was like, oh, thank you. Then she's like, oh, are you gonna come and see who it is or talk to her? I was like, no, I'm good, you know. Like, that day, I honestly, hand on my heart, just went out to have fun. Like,
Sorry, bro. Sorry.
No.
Didn't realize having girls
when,
chat to you in the
when
club
man
is
went
an
there,
inconvenience.
Before man got in the dance here, like, when man walked in the dance here, bro, the place was so bright, yeah, and there was bare people. I didn't want to get caught chatting to no one and giving. So I said, rah, I'm chilling back today. You get me?
6 plate squatting cheese.
Get out of here. So anyway, like the girl. Where's tell me about the camera? Anyway, you know, the girl, she gets vexed because I didn't want to come talk to her brethren. I was thinking to myself, rah, entitlement.
Be nice, innit?
Huh?
Just say hi.
Bro, like,
No?
I know what I want in it, so.
You sound like a bad bee, bro.
No. I know.
You say
I'm happy you said that.
No.
You see, sounds like a bad bee.
What I want, and you see the thing is here. I think on my social, my type knows what my type is, innit? And my type knows she's confident enough to come and talk to me.
Feminine thing
You get what I'm saying?
ever said.
So if you're already not confident enough to approach me, we always talk about this. I always say to you, I don't like women who ain't confident in themselves, innit?
Sassy nigga.
I'm sassy,
Are you
yeah.
grateful? Are you grateful?
Hey, Wes, I'm sassy. What?
Everything you just said was
Nah,
hella-
man,
bro.
I'm just saying it
You
straight.
just said my type is my type. My type knows
is
me.
My type knows me. You get me? Like, I'm not even gonna guess, but yeah, I'm a
Complaining that
I'm a good goal
girls are
scorer
coming
when I
and
decide
chatting
to
to
score
you.
goals. You get me? Like,
I didn't come to the club to be moved to. I came to dance.
I just came to have fun.
Bro,
with
you're-
my-
Wine to power, you know.
Yeah.
I came to have fun with my friends, yeah, but when Sly said that, yeah, that sent me still, I can't even lie. The amount of people that sent me that clipping, I said, "Bro, I'm gonna fight him. He's gonna come on the channel still. When he comes on the channel, I got something for him. That baseball bat over there, me and Gabriel are gonna we're gonna shake you up.
Don't vote me.
Nah, you're back in the beef still.
I told them I'm a pussy. I'm not interested. I am a pussy. I'm not involved in any beef. I'll call the police. I'm not. Bro, I don't feel something. At my age, I can go jail. I'm not interested. I'm calling the police. I'm not interested in anything.
The Gabriel prison freestyle will be cold though.
What? Yo, you think I can survive in prison?
Okay, Urky
What?
you'll be alright. Urky you'll be alright.
Huh?
Urky you'll be alright.
Nah.
I know what you're saying.
Wait. First of all, no communication with the outside world legally.
Yeah.
No babes.
I'm in a cell probably for 23 hours.
You got no bills though, and you got money outside.
Nah. I'm alright, Vince. I'm alright. I went to function. I'm alright. I
You
don't
make
get
more. Would you make more money?
No, I wouldn't. No, the only way I would make more money is
sometimes you-
because I'm not spending money.
Yeah,
Somebody-
exactly. So that's what I'm saying.
There's men who go to jail purposely to make money.
Well, I guess I can make money in jail.
Yeah, it's a thing.
But no, I'm alright. That environment, I've seen it, and I've only seen snippets. I've not seen the whole of every jail, but the snippets I see is not for me. And I don't even need to see snippets. There's no gal.
What about decap?
There's no women, apart from the Scrooges.
Decap for 2 years.
I'm okay.
You sure?
I'm okay. This idea, like, prison is not meant to be something that is fun. I'm not interested. I'm grateful.
Even them shows like Big Brother. I didn't watch the last season, so I don't know who's on it. But the whole idea of being trapped in a house,
I'm alright.
I can't do it mentally.
No, I can do the Big Brother thing and
Nah, bro,
get out of
it's basically the same thing, but you're on national TV.
But I tell you what it is, I know that I'm only doing 3 months and it's not punishment. So I can leave when I want to leave. Remember, you can't leave jail. If I want to get out of Big Brother, I say, yo, let me out, man.
Mental health.
Adrian. If I want to get out, I can get out. But nah. But Wes, are you grateful, Wes?
What do you mean?
Are you in general in life, are you grateful?
I don't think I am.
Why are you not grateful, Wes?
Sometimes I am. Sometimes I'm not.
Because sometimes we talk about so much gloomy stuff, but are you grateful?
I am to an extent.
How about you, Kizzy? Are you grateful, Kizzy?
Me?
Are you grateful? Are you grateful?
Yeah.
Are you actually grateful about life?
Yeah, why not?
That's good. That's good. No, I like
You
it.
wake up every day, you have to be grateful, man.
Chizo, are you grateful, Chizo?
Oh, I'm enjoying my life at the moment. That's why you see you see the last episode where we was talking about elevators and stairs. Like I realized, like before, remember beginning of the year, man was stressed out, complaining about like paying back that extra money towards the venue.
Yeah.
And now
It's almost done.
it's almost done. Yeah, I realized that, bro. It goes back to the thing where we're talking about how much money the man them spend and all of that. And I was saying, now that I've spent it on investing in myself and my business, do you know how much money I could save in a year with the same mentality? Bro, it's ridiculous. I don't even want to say the figure. But once man went through that challenge alone, I said to myself, right, I didn't know that I could run through that money that easily. But probably before we were running through that money on cars, alcohol, jewelry, you know what I mean? The works. It's mad. But now, next year, gonna save up, rerun the same pattern, but this time won't be as, you know what I mean, as stressful. And I realized something as well. You see the video, the one that you got that's going viral, where you're talking about by 30 you should have 50k, by 40.
By the way, those are not my rules. That's something I read in something. I read in a book
Yeah.
on finance. So someone got in my DMs like, well, why are
Yeah.
you saying that? I had to send them the link. Like, look, this is not what this is what the book said.
But you see, like, after hearing that statement there, yeah, I realized something as well. You don't necessarily need to have that in cash. Back to what you mentioned about assets. Like, if you got 50, sitting on it, it's not gonna make you another 50 in it.
Of course not.
So you might as well just keep on flipping
Yeah.
until you've got enough flips that when you have 50 in cash, like, it's I made 50 this month. You get what I'm saying? So I've got to the mind state after seeing how hard this year was and spending so much money on this project, where I realized that as long as I stay mentally in that mind state, when more's coming and I'm reinvesting in myself, putting into other things, you know what I mean? Like, even if I got 2 bags in my account, I can't complain, because I know
Cash flow coming in.
That's just there just because I've put money into other things, if you get what I mean. So
what is it? Okay, so Kizzy, let me ask you a question, Kizzy. So what is it all? What's it all about for you, Kizzy? So obviously, you're into business, and I like picking your brain sometimes when you're here. Now, when is the money ever enough?
When's the money ever enough?
Yeah. Is money ever enough? Is it ever enough?
Money just gives you freedom, though, innit? Really.
what would you say is it?
Freedom.
What would you
Once
say?
you've got passive income coming in, it's not really about the money. It's about your family. You know what I'm saying?
What would you
Living
say is
life.
your minimum number, kids, for freedom monthly?
Monthly?
Yeah. What would you say, like, if you got to as a minimum number you'd be happy with?
I don't know, you know.
10 bags, 20 bags, 25, 30 bags?
A month?
Yeah.
5 to 10?
5 to 10.
Yeah.
That's a big gap between 5 and 10.
Roughly, I'm just saying roughly, innit? 5 to 10.
Consistently, yeah.
Consistent, yeah.
What's that lot you think set for life? Is it 10 a month?
Yeah.
10 a month, innit? Yeah.
I just think that a lot of us don't actually want to be rich. We just want enough to be able to just survive and have something to put away. I don't think people actually want to be millionaires. A lot of people. It's just, I want enough so that I can pay all my bills, get by, maybe just put a little something, just put a little something aside. Do you know what I mean? And I think we're in a position where it's hard to do that for a lot of people. And that's why when I was asking whether you're grateful, because sometimes we look at the position, maybe we look onto others and see what they're doing and say to ourselves, oh wow,
Why not me?
why not me? When unfortunately some people are living extraordinary lives. Not saying we can't and shouldn't want to, but I said there's a lot of doom and gloom sometimes on here. I just want to be happy and say I'm happy. Like I'm grateful.
Do you not get complacent, even like with your success or your whatever? Do you not just wake up and, like, how many times can you wake up, like, for not to say you're a millionaire, but how many times can you wake up a millionaire and enjoy it?
I've got friends.
Before it's like,
I've got friends here who
You know?
earn very well. And
Yeah.
I can tell you one thing: they're still chasing money. It's never enough. I'm talking about guys with money. There's obviously Arab money, and you've got that sort of money. But I'm talking, these are guys with a lot of dough. They're still chasing money.
they didn't start with
Happy
money.
though.
You mentioned a good thing. You said freedom. And one thing I'll say, money won't buy you happiness, but money will give you freedom and security. And I think that stops you from having anxiety. It stops you waking up in the morning with your heart beating because you heard a knock on the door. You don't know if it's the bailiff or not. And so it won't make you happy, but I think that freedom, as you mentioned, that you get from having money and that security. And don't get me, things can go wrong, but you know, waking up one day and having 100 grand in your bank sitting there saved is better than having £100 saved. And once again, financial literacy is so important because funny thing is, Dap said it on the episode he came on one time, saying that if you've got an addictive personality, okay, and you have no discipline, whether you're making 2 grand a month or you're making 10 grand a month, you're still going to have anxiety being in the same place because your salary and your habits are just all going to increase together. Meaning that if you're the kind of person that squanders everything and you only have £1 left, the likelihood is that if you're earning 7k a month now, you're going to have £1 left. And I always mention financial literacy, meaning that even though you're earning more, it shouldn't mean you should start spending more. And that's why when people, and I always go back to my Clio, people love this in my car. I'm like, I don't want to spend any more yet. I'm not there yet. And it's good to have people around you who tell you no. Like I've got friends who I'm trying to tell them, let me go and buy this. They're like, no, not yet. Not yet. And then they ask me one important question: who are you buying the car for?
You know, it's true. Me and Wes, we have similar conversations where, like, when we're talking about the moving out of here and stuff like that, and I said to Wes a number, and with that number, it's comfortable enough to live anywhere in London, but until that number's hit, I'm like, what's the point? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you're just gonna be spending money you could reinvest into other things. You get what I mean?
For me, is that most of what we're doing is for everybody else. A lot of it is not for you. Like I was talking to Gerald yesterday because I was gonna go and buy some stupid Louis trainers. Yeah, stupid Louis trainers, like £9. And and he said to me, "What are you buying that for?" He said, "What's it for?" I said, "Yeah, just want to do a little flex." He goes, "Bro, you don't need to buy £900 trainers." And I said, like, I want to treat myself, and sometimes you should treat yourself.
You should treat yourself.
And if you're buying it to treat yourself, to say, okay, I'm treating myself. If you're buying it because you want to put it on and flex, then you've got it. And that's what mainly we're doing it all for.
You know what's
for
mad?
flexing.
Yeah? Gabriel, remember, I'm a trainer, man. But I've kind of killed that habit. I don't know how I stopped. Actually, I do know how I stopped it. I told you, it's after I went to Luau's house.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of stopped it because before, I won't lie, I'm the 7 bills, 8 bills lose back in the day.
Yeah.
I used to get the emails direct from them. Oh yeah, a sale's happening. You know what I mean? And I'll go there and cop kicks and that. Like, I did a clear up. So I cleared some trainers. Like, I cleared clothes. These ones, I threw some in the Salvation Army bin. These ones I'm gonna give it to my brother. He's got like a charity sends abroad.
Okay.
Then I realized that I don't need as much as I thought I needed. You get what I'm saying? Like, I literally wear the same all the time. This one I wear the most all the time, and I've got bare trainers that I ain't worn like in years. Like some of the trainers I had to throw in the bin. The reason why I had to throw, if you don't wear kicks for time, it disintegrates.
I wouldn't know that. I've never had that many trainers.
So, bro, if you don't wear kicks for time,
Yeah.
you have to, like, trainers are like cars, you have to keep on wearing them.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you see like a trainer shop, they wrap them in bubble wrap and all of that so that they don't break down. So a few of my trainers like just flaked, like my Son of Mars, my Spizikes. These are like Jordan ones that came out from like 10 years ago, and they were like alright, but it's just because I ain't worn them in that long. I'm scared to flake. So yeah, I like the fancy trainers, innit, but it got to a point I realized that because I'm not where my target is, I'll rather put that money into my targets. So by the time you see me quote unquote flexing again, it means that I've smashed my target.
Even the term flexing, when you think about what you're doing,
yeah,
it's for everybody else.
Feels good though.
huh?
Feels good though.
Yeah.
But it's for everybody else.
It's for me. It's for me. It's for me.
It's not.
It is.
Yeah.
It's for my ego.
No, but Gab, yeah, there's some.
Makes me feel better.
There's some.
It's bad.
Gab, there's
Why
some
is it
man-
bad?
There's some man who quote unquote flex. It's in their pay bracket. It's not a flex to them. You get what I'm saying? It's in their pay bracket.
Like, okay, I'll give you for example, my dry cleaner. In Fort Neath, I was having a long conversation with him yesterday. He said to me that his flexes in his house. He said, how many people actually can film their home?
It's facts. It's true.
He said my money's in my asset. My money's in my assets, being my home. Like, you come to my house. He said, come to my house one day. He said, that's where I flex. I'm at home. Like, I flex with my kids in private school. Like, that's the flexing. Not flipping buying a pair of Louis trainers. We're just caught up in this mad cycle. And the worst thing about it is that when Gerald was telling me, like, don't buy those trainers, it's like, look, next year you can't wear them. You're gonna be out of season. So he said, unless you're happy to spend £1,000 just for now, no problem. He said, you can't wear them next year. Out of season now. And who's it for? I'm gonna be honest, it's for everybody else. As much as I'm gonna wear them, it's just to be like, yo, well, you got the new Louis, yeah? Yeah, my G,
Every picture, foot up.
my G. I spent £9 and I can go and buy a pair of 120, £30 trainers. Still doing the same thing, but now everyone knows I can afford £1,000 trainers. Well done, Gabriel. It's mad. And once again, I'm grateful. I'm not ungrateful. I'm not grateful. And that's why I asked you that question.
Is your travelling not a flex? But only because you post it on your social media.
Funny thing is that funny thing is this.
You don't show it.
I don't show the time I go on
You
holiday.
don't show it, yeah.
I've been on holiday more times than I posted on my story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
What?
only shows.
Yeah.
He only shows Catman Chronicles.
Yeah.
The only time I see him post on his stories when he's having debates with the Uber man in the cab. That's it.
All of that stuff. And the
Yeah.
reason why I don't do that is because maybe I shouldn't care, but I'm mindful.
What are you mindful of?
I'm mindful of that.
Text man.
No, No, I pay my taxes. I'm mindful of. There are people who follow me on social media, especially the young boys, and I don't want them. Then again, I've worked hard, so maybe I shouldn't feel like that. But I don't like to do. You shouldn't do too much. Do you know what I mean? Not everything's for socials.
Do you feel like you're throwing it in people's faces?
Yeah, and I think not everything's for socials. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm flying out Saturday. I'm not gonna post it. Not everything's for socials. And I think I've actually got to the point now, and I'm so happy that I've got to the point where I don't care anymore. And I think it's mad that it's a bit like when you get those rappers who rap and make a whole heap of money, then finally remember they're Muslim. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna do any more songs. It's haram, bro. You just made 3 million. That's why you can finally say you're not doing rapping anymore. Stop it, innit? Like, allow it, you know that brothers finally find their deen or find their salvation when they become rich. Like, stop it. Like, you was doing it for 3 years. You're now set in life, so don't come and tell us to now stop rapping in it. We're not rich yet, bro. Like, you're rich now. That's why you stopped in it. And that's what it's like for me. It's like I don't care anymore, and that's maybe because I've finally got a bit comfortable. And I think that we've got it all wrong. The things that we invest in or the things that we think matter don't matter. Like, it doesn't matter. And I will make a point of all the young boys that watch this. And like when they're like, I might bump into their mum or something, they're like, oh, my son watches the pod, say thank you to Chizo, blah, blah, blah. And it's that, just as much as you say sometimes the topics are regurgitated, sometimes you need that reminder. You know, that reminder that no matter how many books you read, if you're not disciplined, forget everything in life. Forget everything in life if you're not disciplined. Forget every single thing you can think of. Every book you read on relationships, on fitness, on motivation, on money. If you are not disciplined in life, forget everything. Your whole life goes in the bin. Everything. It's not about motivation, it's about discipline. You're meant to do something, whether it's cold or not. Like, this is the time now where you see who's really about the gym. Because it's cold. It's cold. The gyms are quiet.
I was in the gym last night, like
It's cold.
training at midnight, training shoulders, and you know what's mad? There was like literally one girl with her boyfriend, and there was probably about 10 men in the gym, and I was thinking, right, you're in the gym for multiple reasons. You're either a shift worker, you ain't got a wife and kids, or you got a wife and kids and that's the only time you could train, or you just don't get no pussy. Guess which one I am? Don't get no pussy. But yeah, I was in the gym at like past midnight, but whilst they're training at that time, it's multiple things now for me. It's easier for me to film my content without getting in people's way. It's easier for me to film my content without filming people in the background. You get what I'm saying? Also, the music's off at that time, so if I want to start uploading to YouTube, I'm not clashing copyright. You know what I mean?
What's your view on this whole filming thing in the gym? Do you feel that? Should I be entitled to say that I don't want to be in your video?
Yes.
And if your camera, so let's say I'm training here right now and the camera's there, and let's say a lady's on the bike, that says, so excuse me, by the looks of it, I'm going to be in your camera. Can you turn it off, please? Should I turn that camera off?
Yes, she's in the right to. That's the reason why I started going to train after midnight, so that I could film my content and not offend no one. You get what I'm saying? Cause I think it's like this here. Sometimes there's times here where I've been on people's background and thingy, and the video, I personally didn't like it. Cause someone had sent it to me.
As maybe the form wasn't good, or maybe
not even the form wasn't good. Like, it was just like I might have just been doing a madness in the background. And I think to myself, right, like there's no. Like, this is what the gym is my safe space.
Should people get rid of these cameras in the gym?
It's a public space, so I feel like you can film.
And if someone has a problem and says, look, by the looks of it, I'm in your video, can you delete that, please?
Deleting it is crazy. I think turning off.
Then let's forget it. Then. If you can't make someone delete it, then forget it.
You can't make anyone do anything though.
Let's forget the conversation.
Yeah, because
there's apps now that you can blur people out. So there's a girl I know, Liga. She's got like a good following, 100 and something thousand. But if you see her videos when she's training, if someone walks past, the person blurred, like scrambled. So you never see anyone in the videos. You know what I mean? So there's ways around it.
Yeah.
But I find it easier going and training on godly hours. That way there's no one in the background, and that way I'm not spending time editing, scrambling people out of the video, because that's going to take time.
It's discipline, because I think you've been doing this 30-minute walk for what? How many months now?
Today's day 88.
And a lot of people will say they can't do this and do that when sometimes it's just 30 minutes a day.
Yeah.
I don't think people realise that just doing a 30-minute incline walk every day for 3 months would change your whole physique.
Bro, I've lost about 6k. Like,
People indisciplined.
yeah, I've lost about 6k in that space. And the thing is, I've not really changed my eating. I'm not changing my eating at all. I'm still enjoying my fruit juice as normal. My eating is the same.
And I tell you what's the real killer as well.
Yeah.
You see this whole pop-up things that come on Instagram and Google to buy stuff. Oh my god, I've had to start slapping my hand. Like the amount of stuff that will come up on a sponsored ad or something will come up like maybe a top or this or some product, and I'm on Amazon buying it. I'm like, hey, what are you doing? You didn't need this.
I got a meme that's gonna make it laugh.
Nah, like see the way things just pop up for you to buy stuff. You got to have serious discipline. I had to delete the delivery and Uber Eats app the other day. But I'll be at home. You know, just a convenience. You're hungry. You're not even hungry. You know, you're just bored. A lot of it is boredom, not hunger.
Do you know what's mad?
That's £20 gone, bro.
Do you know what's mad? There's a new M&S here that opened months ago on the Pearly Way. So I shop between there and the Aldi, and they're next door to each other. But before, when I used to park up, I'm like, I can't go M&S, it's too expensive.
Yeah.
Then one day, I looked at what my old Uber Eats account used to be like, and I said, bro, on 1 meal from Wei Dao, the Chinese shop, that's about, by the time you've ordered meal, starter, all of this, and delivery, you're hitting £40. So now I could go M&S, spend the 40,
It's peak.
and then spend an extra 20 on other little bits in Aldi, £60 shopping, and I'm alright for the week. You know what I mean? And I'm not going mad on Uber Eats and delivery. Like, even shout out my Richard, you know who you are, Guava Lounge. You lot ain't seen me like in probably like a few weeks, but I had to kind of cut back because I was like, rah, I was going there like maybe like 2-3 times a week, and I realized every time I spend £18, bro, I like supporting your business, but £54 could go into my food shopping for the week, and that's 3 meals for me there. So yeah, I started literally going M&S for the quality of food. You get like fruit juices where you don't get in other stuff, like pink apple juice, you get me? Like Pink Lady apple juice, exquisite stuff. I get that. I get my still lemonade. I get my my ginger, apple and ginger shots and all them things there. But yeah, I just thought to myself, you know what, even though it's expensive, at least I'm getting good quality food that's helping me stay in shape and look in shape. But yeah, Gabriel, you see how you're saying that you had to delete apps and how these adverts pop? Look at this meme. Google and Facebook.
I could use a new watch. Go ahead, send her the watch.
Mate.
Literally, it's just like that.
bad.
When you start talking about something,
I could use a new watch.
No, it's bad.
Google and Facebook.
Amount of things that pop up and I'm just like, I don't need this game, bro. Like, I don't need it. And I'm just buying, like, for instance, I needed new bedding though. So basically I was, I can't remember whether I was on Instagram or one of these apps, and then a sponsored advert came up for bedding. Before I knew it, I was on Amazon buying Egyptian cotton duvet bedding things. I'm like, Gabriel, what are you doing? But I actually do need bedding. No, I didn't. I've got, then again, how much bedding do you need? I've got 3 different sets. That's enough, isn't it?
I guess so.
Yeah,
you
but
did-
I just bought another one. I'm just like, why did you buy this, Gabriel? Just spent 30 quid on nothing. Well, not nothing, but yeah, just spent 30 quid. But once again, is that a lack of discipline? And I think that's the biggest problem with us, is a lack of discipline. Just being able to say no to something. You can't say no. And I go back to my friend who is on the 8th of December, she's eating all our advent calendar chocolates. There's no discipline. And a lot of the times our problems are self-sabotage. We do it to ourselves. And I'm part of the problem. And I always go back to us dissing the kids. Some of us are clean hitting 40 having unprotected sex with women we don't want kids with. And we're going to diss the youths. We're just as bad, we're reckless, just as reckless as them. But no, I'm trying to give positive vibes today because I'm happy. I'm actually happy. I'm in a good place. I'm actually happy. And I know sometimes a lot of doom and gloom on here. And, you know, and I think just being able to wake up. There's one guy who does a lot of, don't know if you've seen him online, I can't remember his name. He won like a BBC One Extra award. He basically does a lot of work with people who've got neural You know when like you can't walk properly, you can't stretch your hand. You've seen him like he's like the guy who's in the gym. What's his name? And he does a lot of work with people who can't walk, people who can't like stretch their arms. And he did an interview the other day, and he told like the podcasters to do 3 things. He goes, touch your shoulder, touch your nose, stretch your arms out like this. He says most of the people I work with can't do that. He said just to be healthy and get up every morning is a blessing. I know we could talk about finances and that. Just be able, just to do this, just it's a blessing. I know we're getting crowded out by all the white noise and everything that's going on, but some of us just have to be grateful. I know it's not enough to say, oh, life is, from when you've got life and you're breathing, you should be happy. I know there's more to life, but if you've got that defeatist mindset and just continuously just moan, it's going to be hard to get out of that. And I'm just grateful, because I don't think, yes, it's important to try and earn more, but at the same time, I wonder how much of it is down to discipline, where you lack the ability to say no to things. I was reading one financial book yesterday, and it was talking about basically how much of your gross income should go to your rent, as in your living cost. And he said 30%. And if you say the average salary is 40k in London, let's just use that as a number, then ideally 10% of what? I think 40,000 divided by, what is it now? 12 would roughly be about, how much is that? What, 3,300, something like that, I think. So if you do 30% of that, that means your rent should be no more than about £1,000. So if you're earning 40k, if your rent is over £1,000, the financial gurus are telling you that you're paying too much. So you're no more than 30% of your gross income. So when you're talking to like a young boy and he wants to move out of his house, and I'm like, have you thought about the cost of it? Oh, it's important that some of us want to live above our means. And I'm happy that one of my mentors, when I'm telling him I want to move out from Croydon, he's telling me no, enjoy paying your £1,350. That's your level right now, Gabriel. Why do you want to go and live by the water? Why?
What did I say?
Yeah,
I said that to him.
I want to flex. A lot of what we want, I can even talk for me.
Gabriel,
a lot of the times when I want to do things,
Gabriel,
it's to flex.
Gabriel, I said that to him. I said to him, right, I want to live by the water, but I said, it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. And I said, the money that man spent monthly towards the venue, that could be a water. Yeah, 100% could be. It could pay for that easily. But the problem with that is, you're just spunking money that could go into other things to make you money. So if now you've invested that money into other things and now you're making 6 times it, 7 times it, then going to the water is, it's like, you're treating yourself then. But for now,
it's not time yet. But I wanted to do it, and my guy was like, what for? He said, what's the issue where you live right now? And I guess my issue mainly is I've lived there all my life. So I came to Croydon when I was 5. I went to Birmingham for like 5-6 years, but mainly I've lived around this area, and I don't like living there anymore because I've been there for so long. We said, ride it out, give it another 2 years. Ride it out. So I'm gonna close my eyes and be disciplined and ride it out. I'm gonna ride out my Clio for another year and just live within my means. And then invest the money in other things. Because it would be nice to drive a car that I could pay £700 a month or £800 a month. It'd be nice to pull up, and people not question me when I get out of my car. And it's very funny. People really question it. Even when you're just driving, people don't want to give you way. They look at you like a piece of shit. Now, like it's a struggle whip though. It's definitely a struggle whip. But I like my struggle whip. I like it. And I think for especially the young guys who might be the age of 20, 21, 24, even if you're 30. And I always mention it, when you get to my age, shit gets real, man. A lot of my friends now are trying to transition. And you haven't failed if you get to 40 and you haven't done what you think you have. Because a lot of people only made it at the age of 40. But look at a lot of these guys who, and I don't like using non-blacks, for example, of people who have made it in their 40s. Because their struggle's not our struggle. But there are people who have made it in their 40s. Do you know what I mean? And I think it's bucking up your ideas from now and saying, I'm going to tighten the belt and make things make sense and be disciplined. Because, bro, I'm looking to 20 years ahead now. And a lot of us are only looking to now. And that's why I'm trying to be as disciplined as I can, because I don't want to be that old man outside the bookies. Putting the money on a horse called Rudolph and Rudolph doesn't win, and now you got to blow up the whole bookies because you want your money back. You know what I mean? And I don't want to be that guy. And you've got two choices when it comes to picking your poison. You can either work now and play later, or you can play now and work later. And mate, I don't want to be 60 years old and still having to hustle. Let me do it all now. And the saddest thing though is that trying to balance women and work is what I think the biggest struggle is. You know, like for instance, I'm pretty sure Kizzy starts his day. Kizzy started today at what, 9 o'clock? I don't think Kizzy's going to finish his day till about what, 10?
Roughly,
yeah. That's call it 13 hours on the road. That's a Friday. Saturday's your busiest day, right, Kizzy? Yeah. Okay, you're going to probably do another 13 hours, I'm going to assume. Let's put Kizzy out the question. How does someone like, let's say there's a guy called Darren who does what Kizzy does. How does Kizzy date? Or Darren date, should I say? How? You can't see him on a Friday. You can't see him on a Saturday. And probably he might do you do Sundays?
Some Sundays. Yeah.
Some Sundays. But the main weekends he's not about. And you could question it as a woman and be like, oh, just make some time for you if you really cared. He's got to put himself first. Because the financial burden of his life falls on him. You can't go to no woman and ask her for money.
It's murder.
You can't. And don't get me wrong, there are guys who live off women. And if that's your hustle, you're a better man than me. I wish I had it in me to do it. I don't have it in me. So I don't fall on my feet, I fall on my face. So when you see someone like Kizzy, the equivalent of Kizzy doing 13, 14 hours a day, it's either you pick your poison. It's either you understand what the grind is and ride with him, or you let it go and just go and find someone else. But there's a book I was reading, that guy called Diary of a CEO. Someone bought me his book for my birthday.
He's Steve Bartlett.
Yeah. And I'm reading the book and I watch his podcast a lot. And one thing I find in common with a lot of these successful guys is the majority of them, all they want is their time back. And it's the hardest commodity is time. And they said that the whole point of making enough money is to buy your time back. That is it. If that's not your goal, to buy your time back, you're doing it all wrong.
You see if you get rich here, or when you get rich here, why do you want to get rich for?
Okay, I think the only reason why I want to make money is to be able to scale my businesses so I get my time back. So for instance, I've lost a lot of accolades by no longer being the forefront of my businesses. I'm in the background, but I have less stress, but I don't get the praise anymore. And that was one thing, it's the bragging rights. For instance, one of the restaurants that I'm part of in don't mention the area, they was on Vogue the other day. They've been in the Eden Standard, the Telegraph, in the Times. Now if I was part of it, I could have got that praise. Oh, Gabriel! I don't get it anymore, but I'm happy.
It was an even standard within the first couple of weeks.
Yeah, no one knows I'm attached to it, and that's fine. It's fine. I've been able to scale it. I'm fine with it. But there's a part of me that misses the adulation, that misses the, like, you know, that whole, like, no one knows who I am now. When I walk into any of them, they're just like I'm the caretaker of the worker, and it's fine. It's fine. I'd rather, and I ask you this question: would you rather have 100% of something that's going to make you maybe $5,000 a month, or have maybe 20% of something that will make you $10,000 a month?
Take it at 20%.
Yeah.
But a lot of times people want to be
More
the main
money.
character. They want to alter themselves. Like I could make bread with you and maybe just make 3K here, 3K there, 3K there. But because you're gonna now become a main character, I have a problem with that. I don't want people knowing that Wes has got some podcast studio, or Wes gonna start walking around like he's nah. I'm doing that myself. Because I do it myself and I don't have the skills that you have, and I make less because I don't have your skills. Same way with Kizzy, as he's barbering. Somebody might approach Kizzy and be like, let's open an academy, but Kizzy might be like, I don't want Gabriel making money like that. Nah, man. Nah, he's gonna start growing wings and think he's somebody. Sometimes your brothers don't want to see you make any money. So they just sidestep you. They know that there's something happening, like there's a filming that needs doing. They know Wes does filming, but nah, there's. And then all of a sudden you find out that he was the guy behind. You're like, raw, my G, that's your bridge. Like, why did you holler at me? Oh yeah, sorry Wes, I didn't even I didn't think about that.
It's happened before a few times.
Even with the venue thing, that's why
the next ventures I get into, same as you. No one's ever gonna know.
That's why you've now got to find someone to partner with.
Yeah, no
That
one's
now-
gonna know. Yeah,
And then he can then move on and do the same thing.
yeah. Let him be the man. I'm cool not being the man. I
Yes,
actually, you know what I mean? Like, but you know what gives me joke the other day? So like, there was a party at the venue, and the staff were working hard behind the bar, and I was running around changing bins, cleaning, and all of that. And someone tried to talk to me like flagrant.
Yeah.
Like, I just thought, right. Then they were like, yeah, blah blah blah. Then they were trying to complain about something. Then I heard it, and I said, wait, hold up, wait a minute. Then it was like, they stopped. Then I said, one, I'm the owner of the venue. Oh, sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
Two, I said, I did your friend a favor by letting them come an hour earlier than the time they booked. So they were trying to complain about why was there people still clearing up stuff while they were trying to set up. I was like, rah, that wasn't even your time. You get me? Free, because you see me running around cleaning the floor underneath your feet, sweeping. You get me? Yeah, you think I'm some dickhead, but now,
And even if you are cleaning, you're still a prick.
But now,
People look at you like you're a prick.
but now that I've said what I've said now, the whole energy's changed.
But that's bad though, man.
It's bad.
And I tell you, my biggest pet peeve is when people are rude to waitresses. That's my biggest pet peeve.
Just waitresses, yeah. Not the waiters. Fuck the waiters, isn't it?
No, whoever it is, or even when you're in the gym. Like, for instance, like sometimes I remember one time the lady was a cleaner, and I think basically she must have like picked up someone's tissue.
Yeah.
Because she thought it was just like someone had a blue roll, and they were still using the blue roll to kind of like wipe up. So she's picked the blue roll up that's on the floor and put it in the bin. The guy was like, "Oh, you picked up my tissue?" She was like, "Yeah." She goes, "That was mine. I was using it." And I sat there like, I said, "Bro, it's tissue. You left it on the floor. It's tissue.
You can get another one.
Get another one." Don't talk to people because you think they're lower than you. And that's how you really know the character of somebody, is when they speak to someone who they believe they cannot benefit from. That's when you know the true character of somebody. Because I've gone on dates before and a woman's talking sideways to a waitress. I'm like, yo, babes, if you're trying to impress me with that attitude, that's not going to work. Be polite. Like, I hate that whole talking to someone because you think they're not somebody, or because there's nothing more that infuriates me, because we're all just trying. You see someone that's maybe working behind the bar or serving food, you just kind of just like, oh yeah, what? You think, what? I've seen that before in the restaurant. A customer's
Bro, I've seen it at the venue.
clicking fingers like you're doing spoken word.
Like you see with staff here. A lot of times, yeah, when I go in now, yeah, and I do all those little bits, I like to do it so that if I'm telling someone, oh yeah, I beg you please clean this or take this out, they don't feel away. You know what I'm saying? Because they see me do it.
Lead from the front, innit?
Yeah, they see me do it more than them. So they're like, rah, like my man, like even the other day, like when I came in one day, I didn't like how the place was cleaned, and I literally just said in a WhatsApp group, I said, no offense here, like I feel because it's ain't your thing, like you feel like you can just come in, go, and it don't matter, you just get good pee in it, because I pay them decent as well. So I'm like, you get and go, and it don't matter. But I said to one of them especially, I said, right, you've been to where I live, so you know how I keep my house. So I'm like, if I keep my house like this, you know I want there like this, especially like if we're serving the public, because I don't want someone to come and start complaining like, oh yeah, I walked into 254 and you know what I mean? I said, eventually I won't be able to get no bookings. Then when I can't get no bookings, guess what? I don't get paid, you don't get paid. We all lose. So they were like, oh, I apologize and saying sorry. And I was like, oh, you see, when I come, even when I'm tired, like there was, what was it, like a weekend, something ago before I went to Dubai, I did like back-to-back shifts, but I had stuff to do during the daytime as well. So I probably went, I think 44 hours, no sleep. But I didn't complain, you know what I'm saying? I just thought, you know what, work has to be done regardless. I don't advise you to do that, because that's not healthy. But work has to be done regardless. I had to.
Well, man's throwing away Jordans.
No, I'm giving.
That's
to
good, innit?
No, not for. I'm giving it to charity, bro.
Man, just getting rid of Jordans.
No, it's going charity, bro.
All right.
Bro, it's going
Transformation chiz.
No, you know what? It is,
Transformation chiz.
bro. Wes, that one there, I think those are 13s. I ain't
You ain't got to explain to me, bro.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying I ain't worn them in over 7 years.
Oh.
I might as well give it away. You get what I'm saying?
No, I hear
It
it.
would be selfish for me to keep
That's
it.
in a way good night.
Nah, it would be selfish
No,
for me
no,
to keep them things.
There's no point hoarding trainers. Don't be a
There's no
hoarder.
point hoarding. Yeah.
No.
You get me? If I'm not gonna wear them, why keep them? Like, so I might as well give them away. But yeah, it's a thing that now learning from this first business. It's not first business, but learning from this side of business, I've learned that, boy, one, lead from the front. Two, when you open the next one, don't tell no one. Don't even, like, I think I'm even going to be worse than you. My next ventures, I'm not even going to be there at all during the time when bookings are happening. Or I'll get in through the back door and stay in the office. And that's the only place anyone's going to see me, car. I realise when people don't know it's your thing, they're more than likely going to fully invest in it, you know what I mean? But when they know it's your thing, like there's people I know who, oh yeah, I got my birthday coming, blah blah blah. Then they'll book a venue down the road from your venue.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that, but you get what I'm saying? You booked it down the road from our venue. I could have probably gave you something better than they could have, to be fair. But you know, if you're friends and family, I look after my people. But I just like, rah. Like you booked down the road, my man might not even look after you, but it is what it is. So I realised for me to get to the money I want,
you got time to give me a shape up.
For me to get to the money I want and get there without feeling like Gabriel said before, like you're flexing in people's faces and you can just hold it down quietly. I just have to pattern all my ventures over the next few years quietly. I don't even think like I would even mention them on here like that, to be fair, because I don't even want no one guessing or knowing what man's involved in, you know what I mean? So it's just, yeah, just keep on working hard, man. This year's been a rough one, but I like the results it's produced. It's produced some fantastic results. Next year's gonna be a better one, you know? That's why I invest in the camera to do the vlogging, so for the nosy people who want to know, they can see the bits I show them on this handy device. And the rest of it, yeah, man, yeah, you're never gonna see it, man. I'm just gonna still live the same life, because when you're getting to like your 40s and you realize that you've enjoyed life.
Yeah, this sassy chiz is very profound, isn't it? You
Bro,
got
it's not sassy.
You got a lot of shit to say, innit?
No, it's not sassy.
Throwing away Jordans. Bad bees
throwing-
can't approach you in the
I'm
club no
donating
more.
Jordans. The trajectory's in a good line, so I'm happy with where things are going. So I shouldn't complain. Like, I've battled things that I didn't think I could handle, innit? You know, and that's good. So now I know that if I stay in the same mind frame, next year's only going to be better, man. Next year's only going to be way better. You know what I mean? Because I realise I don't want as much as I thought I did. If you get what I mean. But
Whoa! In your previous episode, you're talking like 20k a month, bro.
No. Man ain't let me finish. Where's turn the camera? But I want the money for my time. Because I want to, like,
Anything I want
no.
want.
Like in things, like, you know, like the material things that I thought, yeah, would make me mad happy.
Yeah.
Like that's why I'm giving away kicks, like decluttering things that I don't need.
The old kicks that you don't need.
Huh?
The old kicks that you don't need.
No, there's bare things, clothes that
No,
even.
I'm saying, you said you're giving away stuff, innit?
Yeah.
The old stuff that you don't wear anymore.
No, but not even only that. These are things that.
Philanthropist cheats.
No. These are things that used to proper get man excited, innit?
Yeah.
Like I told you, I'm a kicks man, but I want that P so that I can be lazy. I'm being dead serious. I just want to live a lazy ass life. I want to be able to get up in the morning, eat breakfast,
Shape up,
go gym,
leave head.
do the school run with kids,
That's it.
go back, go sleep,
Joining bit.
maybe film something like this with you, or don't do nothing.
Don't
Watch anime all day, go do the school run, get a chef to cook food, and just chill on the couch with my kids and do nothing. Like, I literally want my day to be nothing. Then on the weekend, we do like a little Paris or Amsterdam. Then on a 6-week holiday, we go on a proper trip. But literally, I want my life to just be the same thing over and over again. Like not doing too much, just enjoying.
So basically, you want to live the life while other people's work for you.
Huh?
You want to live the life while other people work for you, basically.
If you put it like that, yeah.
It's quite sad, isn't it?
No, that's not sad. It's
quite-
cool. Working smart.
That's quite disciplinarian of you. That's a bit,
No, it's not disciplinarian.
Quite,
No.
What's the word? There's actually a word for that. What's the right word?
It goes back. No. Wes, it goes back to what you were saying about.
Sorry, that's quite
No.
dictatorship with Jesus, that's the right word.
No. Wes, it goes back to what you were saying. I want to be the guy who's making the 20%, getting the 10 instead of 5, while the other man, the main man, is getting the 80, and he's the one doing guy putting the work, but I'm getting 10, 10, and I'm just being a bum. I want to be a rich bum.
Wow.
You know?
Wow. Philanthropist cheese.
Nah, I just want to be a rich bum. You know? I want to have fun, do lazy shit, help people quietly, live life. You know? How about you, Gabriel?
What's that?
How about you?
What do you mean?
What do you want the 30, 40k months for?
I don't want 40k a month. I'm happy with my life as it is right now.
Okay.
Honestly, if my life stays as it is right now and it just increases with inflation, I'm happy. I don't need much. I don't need much. Maybe 1 or 2 holidays a year.
You know, 1 or 2. How many are this year? 12.
But once again, remember I don't pop bottles anymore. Remember a lot of the stuff that I used to waste money on. Back in the day, I used to buy a lot of designer clothes. I don't pop bottles in the club anymore. I don't have a carbon lease. I'm paying $13.50 a month for my rent.
You know what's mad?
What am I spending money on?
You know what's mad? None of the man them pop balls. Literally.
Don't get me wrong.
No one cups tables no more either.
If you do it, no problem.
I don't drink anyway, so. But I clocked that. None of the man them pop bottles. No one cups tables. Like, it's mad. The other day I felt like a baddie at Jeezy. Real soft life. We didn't pay for the tickets. Me and Gabriel went there, we were singing, rapping our lungs off. Man didn't pay for parking. I didn't pay for a drink. Man was buying orange juices. You get me? Real soft life. All I needed.
Sassy cheese, I told you.
But I had to go pick up Gabriel and drop him home. All I needed was for someone to drive, so I could just film the dashboard. I wanted Gabriel to drive the Clio, so I could film the dashboard of the Clio. You get me? Dashboard for Pappy. But yeah, man, I just want the lazy life, bro. I'm not even lying to you. I don't want to, like, this hard work thing, I don't find it fun. But it is what it is, man. It's temporary. Like, it goes back to the thing that if you just decide to take like a 4 or 5 year plan, starting the YouTube channel, I put the plan for myself. I said 5 years, boom, 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 this is what I'm gonna hit. And yeah, if you stick to your plan, things start to click. No matter how hard it is, it goes back to elevators and thingy. If someone puts me in the elevator, thank you. But if they don't, I'm still gonna get to my target regardless. So yeah, I'm in a good frame of knowing that as long as I just keep on grafting, a few years time, I'll be comfortable. I'll be where I need to be. Just because I decided to make little adjustments, stop drinking, stop wasting money on silly things. Just in general, I'm not as flashy as I used to be. You know what I mean? Don't take this camera talks of man is mad humble and how I move.
Yeah,
nah,
so
bro. If you scroll to my Instagram 2018, 2019, there's probably a bottle in my hand, me flexing, me on holiday, designer. You know what I mean? But I had to make a business decision in that year and say to myself, rah, if I want to be able to do things the way I want when I'm beyond 50, I need to fall back for a few years, innit? And just move correctly, man. Like, sometimes I'll be on the gram and I'll be seeing man them that as kids I used to think, wow, my guy was the man. They're like 4 or 5 years older than me, and they're still trying to live up to the same persona. And no word of a lie, I know, I'm not pocket watching, but I know with combos I have with these man, they got it like that, if you get what I mean. But they're not willing to sacrifice that hood fame. You get what I'm saying? They still want to be the man, and like Gabriel said before, it's like everyone's doing this to impress other people. These days I don't care, man. You see me come out of the yard in my tracksuit looking dusty, but it's what I feel comfortable in, you know? I know that my business is doing well. I'm able to get up and stay in my car and work and get the extra money. I know what I'm going to do work-wise next year. I ain't got no kids, so I ain't got them nursery fees that you, man. I got hold tight, you. I ain't got no gal, so I'm not doing date night every, you know what I mean? And more time when people want to do date night, I'm stuck at work doing the bot, changing bins, cleaning toilets, mopping floor, rinsing out people sick from my bin. And it is what it is, man. Like, you have to put in the work to get to where you need to be. Like, in 3, 4, 5 years, I'll be okay. I'll be comfortable. Maybe more than okay, but I'll be alright. Hope you like this episode. Bits of it that was off this I've got on my vlog. I'm going to be posting a vlog frequent, so yeah, you can catch other topics that we talked about, just little behind the scenes on the vlog. Stay tuned for more. Thank you. Please like, share, subscribe. Bye.